Alright, I think this works now. It should be. Hi. Hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever, actually that's not quite true, to one of the very few Procrastinate with me live streams. Hi. So usually, and most commonly for everyone who doesn't know me, I'm a study with me live streamer, so my content is basically 100% purely around studying and becoming the best version of ourselves, achieving academic greatness and our goals and so on, and which is all cool, which is actually super goddamn a lot of fun. But today kind of like had the idea of switching a few things up, like right here, Procrastinate with my live stream. So this stream has nothing to do with studying, it's just solely, purely, 100% about chatting, getting to know the community, and you getting to know me, and so on. So, in other words, yeah. How you doing, everyone? Hope that there are some people out there, otherwise this might have been a total failure. But hey, it might be interesting as a recording, so I hope the setup is quite alright and gets centered and so on. It's like my books as well. Yeah, thumbs up, that's what I had in mind. So the common setup, it's kind of in that direction, yeah? And I just moved my camera over there. Plus I placed it like over here completely, and there are like tons of cables now moving around, and I like needed to replace the laptop and so on. So it was actually quite a lot of effort to get the camera over here. But hey, based on the position, nothing much has changed. Still, I think this is pretty cool. Plus I can talk about books and so on. Books are always cool. I think they're cool. And here you can see my book collection, and these are down there science books, and here are science books, and next to science books are somehow religion books, and there are some fantasy books back there, and so on. So tons of books, because books are cool. Yeah. Nice. And that's basically the setup, which also means in case this like whole live stream actually gets somewhere and people like it or don't like it, we can do it more often. That's the first thing. And secondly, we can go ahead and move on to a whole different position again. Can be one setup. Then I already thought like this here, just like having the backpack and the planner and the plant or something behind us, could be another setup. I could be living like, not living, but there's like a corner back there, down there. And I could like do a corner stream. I'm not quite sure what the heck I'm doing in a corner, but I think it would be quite a good idea. How's it going? You look good today. I think that's just because the camera is so close, and I swear to God, the camera is actually really close to my face right now. I think I rarely, if ever, have the camera this close by. But nice to see you out there. Hello. How you doing? Does the chat work? Not quite sure if it does. It's supposed to. You're supposed to see chat messages popping up somewhere. I think here. Somewhere. Or here? But if it doesn't, that's kind of a bummer. In other words, I will be right back. I'm just over here and figuring out some chat messages. Theoretically, I can actually, once again, turn my camera, and then you can have the study with Marius back. How are you doing today? How's life? Why is the chat not showing? Chat's base. Refresh that. Ah, there we go. Now it is. Okay, so the chat is in that corner. Good to know. This is odd. This is very odd. Once again, I'm not used to this type of streaming. I'm not used to this type of stuff. More like used to stationary camera in that corner. As always, nothing changes. Once in a while the setup, because I'm switching between countries, and I'm sometimes hanging out in the UK and sometimes hanging out in Germany and so on. So that can be messed up. That can be a bit different. But overall, like it's just from one place or two places, three places. Now they're moving to somewhere completely else. It's refreshing, to be honest. It's really refreshing. Whole new point. Nah, it's not just kidding. It's not a whole new point of view. Point of view. It's just the same place as always. But it looks cool. So yeah, how you doing, the BFF squad? How's it going? How's life? And thank you very much for the compliment, by the way. I appreciate that. It's really nice. I don't know why the chat again doesn't show. Maybe it does show, I just am blind somewhere. Maybe it's here. It's not though. I don't know where it is. Wait, it wasn't on this one. I don't know why there's that stuff. Ah, I know it now. Because the chat messages pop up. Got it. The chat messages pop up and then they disappear again. That's a setting that I just changed earlier. Like every 20 seconds the chat messages once in a while disappear because I expected like a bit more engagement and so on, and that's why. Yeah. That's that. I had a plan, everyone. I had it figured out. I didn't. No, okay, to be fair, I had a plan. It was just apparently not a very good plan. Whatever. We're gonna do it better next time, right? That's good. Nice. Yeah. That being said, we can go ahead and should have probably prepared myself a bit more. We can go ahead and dive into something that one person actually earlier mentioned and is kind of interested in. So I'm going to talk about it pretty quick. And that would be, hey Hackerspot, nice to see you out there. Hello, you made it, yay! Hello again. The candles, yeah, right. Right, tiny candles. But yeah, we can talk about something, and that would be in here. Like, what the heck am I even doing with this planner? Or not, what am I doing with this planner? But what am I noting throughout the session? So, not at the end of the session. So you know me. And I'm planning out my day as a responsible study with my live stream. I'm planning out my day the day before the actual live stream, so I'm prepared for the live stream, for the live stream, but also for my study day, as you should. You should be prepared for your study day. And yeah, that works quite well. That's pretty cool. And then that's kind of my to-do list. I can actually show you my to-do list for today, and how much I did do and how much I didn't do. So that will be the page for today, right here. Is there anything private going on? I wouldn't say so. Cool. So I can actually show you my to-do list. So this is my to-do list. This is what I've been doing the whole day. And as you can see, I was just productive for 6 out of 8 sessions that actually was online. So that's kind of a bummer. And there's like a bracket here, right there, which I'm noting my session rating. So you know how I'm always asking, hey, rate your session on a scale of 1 to 10 and so on. And yeah, I'm doing that because of the purpose, not because I want engagement or I want, I don't know, you to talk to me or you to think about your session. I mean, that is exactly what I want. I want you to think about your session. But yeah, it's not like I somehow want you, I need the session. You know, I don't need the session rating. I don't need your session rating. But you need yours. That's important. And I encourage you every single time I'm asking that question, indirectly I encourage you to actively think about your session, study session. And with that, you, well, kind of dive into it again. Like you go not through the content one more time or whatsoever. You just, was I focused? Was I not focused? Was I in the moment? Was I not in the moment? Was I motivated? Was I not motivated? Was I sleepy? What was going on? Like, was I on social media? Was I not on social media? And so on. And with that, if you keep doing this every single time, and you should theoretically be more productive every single session. And that I'm saying because by being aware of what you did wrong and learning out of your mistake, the probability of you making that mistake again is lower. And because of that, you will achieve more in less time. Just because you get rid of all those distractions and you have a clear path in front of you. And that's what I'm doing as well in my session. Like for example, in session number 1, I had a 7 out of 10. Why did I have a 7 out of 10? Because my camera failed. So I needed to figure out some camera stuff and so on and so on and so on, and OBS, and things didn't quite work out. And that's a total pain, or was a total pain, but that's the reason why I just had a 7 out of 10. Like for example, in the second session then, I was unfocused because I was on YouTube. And I'm honest with you, I'm honest with myself when it comes to that, and I'm writing this down. So basically, what I need to know is, hey, how do I get rid of the distraction YouTube? So I'm not going on like YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or something. In this case, actually, it was YouTube, and just don't fall into the loop. And don't get a 5 out of 10. So I actively need to do better. And that's the reason why at the end of the session, I'm noting, while my to-do list is up here, what I need to do, I'm noting what I did in the session, what my session rating was, and what I could improve. And I'm doing that for every single session that I'm well, mostly live, that I'm working. And I think it's to be honest, quite smart. Would 100% once again recommend that. And session rating is important also to realize that most of the time you're not the best, like 10 out of 10, but still can make the best results anyway. Exactly. 100% straight on point. Yes. Yeah. It's important to realize where you suck at, where you're really bad at, what you can and what you need to improve. And I'm doing with this planner, with like the 5-minute study planner and so on. So because I want to minimize the time that I'm actually spending on planning for me to be more productive. Because I'm a planner, I'm a really good planner. Like I'm creating my plans and everything is laid out and so on. But at one point or another, and that's actually something that I struggle with like for quite some time, for like years. I'm not kidding. Age, let's just say 16 to 19. I didn't do anything at all. I mean, I graduated. Okay, cool. Well, but of all the plans that I had in my life, I didn't execute on them. And that's kind of, that was a bummer. That was annoying. That was like down. It put me down. It kind of like, not put me down, like just like it made me furious. Yeah. And with this 5-minute study planner, with the rule of I'm just going to be planning my day for 5 minutes, I have more time when it comes to working, when it comes to studying, when it comes to anything I want to do, and spend less time on the unnecessary things. Like, a good study plan is still super important, yeah? But not fall into the trap of like creating a plan for like 10 hours or 2 hours or 1 hour just to end up doing nothing at all, because that itself is an achievement. So, yeah, so I think that was a good idea, and that's what I'm always doing after live stream. Not after, always also after live stream, but also after the session in particular. And yeah, here you go. So, question answered? I hope so. I really hope so. Nice. And then secondly, I would really like to know now, what do you think of the setup? Since Hackerspot, you're online right now, what do you think? What's going on? Like, do you like it? Or do you think we should move somewhere else? I'm not quite sure if we can move somewhere else at the moment, so maybe we need to endure this for now. But yeah. Agree. Also had the same experience paradoxically. I've more time now, even though I study more and such than before. Exactly. Good play makes a difference. Really does. Yeah, once again, well, I didn't mention it yet, but the chat is quite far away from me right now, so that's why I'm struggling with reading it at the moment. To be improved as well. Gets on my point, on my like to be improved kind of brackets, list, line, column, whatever. Yeah, 100%. Spend less time planning, spend more time doing as what matters. Still plan, don't get me wrong. Go plan everything out in your life, every single step, but at the end of the day, a good planner is not an achiever because they haven't done anything besides planning. Go do something. Actually came across that. The whole principle again. First of all, because of the long history of me being bad at executing, at doing stuff, more good at planning and having things laid out, and yeah, so that wasn't perfect. But I came across that whole concept again, and just recently on kind of like a lecture seminar from the 1980s or something. Can't recall from when exactly, but it was like black and white and stuff. So bit ago. It was like from a famous, I suppose, entrepreneur / author / motivational speaker. I would actually for once not say guru, but maybe. Tech wasn't around back then. Might have heard of him. Came through YouTube Shorts at one point or another, and there were like tons of reels about him or shorts about him. And his name is Jim Ron. Sorry for that, Jim Ron. And first of all, very motivational person, human being, very interesting human being in terms of speaking, just his skills. And I would encourage you as well to just check out a lecture from him. Why not? Or like seminar, can be found on YouTube. That's where I found it as well. And it was basically about exactly that. I might get the quote up eventually, but like you need to become a good planner in your life, and like a person who has every single step figured out ahead, pretty much. So that all you have to do is walk the steps, which of course is still difficult. Walking a mile, running a mile is still difficult, but if it is easier for you to know, okay, that's the next meter, that's what I'm going to expect, and there might be like, you might fall into a pit and you might step into a puddle or whatsoever, metaphorically, but at the end of the day, you keep going, and those are just like minor, small things on the long journey towards your, once again, academic success, and therefore. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So planning is important, but not planning and doing stuff is super important. If not, even like maybe it's 50-50 kind of. And I kind of am hung up on this point right now. Maybe it's 50-50. So you should do both things at the same time, kind of. Not at the same time, but maybe like first this and that, and should know exactly what you want in life, and then take the exact same steps to get there. But one without the other just doesn't work out. So planning without executing, you'll end up at nothing, at nowhere, just lost. No, actually not lost. You know exactly where you are, just not where you want to be. Yeah, right. Or you have to decide where you go ahead and don't have a plan. Nothing is figured out. But you still take steps. You still go in one direction. Okay, you still go somewhere. And end up somewhere. But this somewhere is not what you had in mind. The somewhere is not what you laid out, because you have to have nothing in mind or laid out. So you might be surprised. Hey, what the heck is going on? You might be overwhelmed by everything right now because it was not part of any form of plan. So yeah, do both. Do stuff. Oh, sorry. Plan stuff, do stuff, do both. So important. Cool. Anyways, for planning anyway, sometimes I fantasize, no, but planning makes you more anxious. You don't relax, I'm like this, etc. But I feel like they just are scared of planning, since planning can be brutal. Sometimes, since it shows you how that's true. How much time how much time you gave for it. Yeah, I swear to God, your friend is absolutely right, and it's totally legit and fine. What up, Tree, by the way? Hey, yo. It's totally fine to be anxious and to be scared of planning, because what you need to do, basically, is to pick up some form of journal, pen as the journal, notebook, maybe 5-minute study planner right here, and open it, and write down what you want to do in the future. And I know a few people in my life, used to be my life, are my life, but they just can't deal with what's happening beyond an hour, a day, half a year time horizon. And that's fine, some people can live like that, don't get me wrong. But if it makes you anxious to think about what's about to happen, what's coming in the future, then I don't think it's like fully how it's supposed to be. You should be excited about the future. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being excited? What's wrong with being, hey, I'm looking forward to this. I want to take the action. I want to go the next few steps because it leads me somewhere where I want to be. That would be great, wouldn't it be? Right? I think it would be, to be honest. I think it would be absolutely amazing. And therefore, yeah, take the steps. Do it, despite the fact that you're anxious about it. And if you think that, hey, what's in the future is so big, I'm overwhelmed by it, it kind of like pushes me down and I feel like I'm under a ball that I can't lift. trim it down. Set yourself under a small rock. Try to lift a small rock. In other words, again, a bit tough. Go ahead and take baby steps. One by one step at a time. Earlier I said, don't run the full mile, go 1 meter. Until you eventually end up with a full mile. So, instead of thinking 20 steps ahead, think about the next step. And if the next step overwhelms you, then trim it down again. Make it smaller. Make it even smaller and tinier. Just recently, I'm not kidding. That's actually perfect timing that you mentioned that, because I wanted to mention it as well at one point. Just recently, I have started a challenge with waking up at 5 AM. There will be a video about that coming eventually, and blah 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 blah. It's good fun. It's absolutely not good fun because it's out of my routine and it's a lot of effort to wake up at 5 AM. Whatsoever. It's just, yeah, mindset, blah blah. What is super... It was just a scream outside, that's why I looked up. But what I've noticed is that when you lay in bed and everything's comfortable, it's warm, it's like... It's soft. It's just... You wanna be right here, right now. You just woke up, so why bother in getting out of bed? Very good point. Especially if there's like something big going on. Something that, again, overwhelms you, something that you don't want to do. Like, for example, work can be a big thing, doesn't have to be a big thing. Studying can be a big thing, doesn't have to be a big thing, whatsoever. How about, instead of saying, or like, for example, homework, so, but I'll get to that in a second. Instead of saying, hey, I need to get up, or hey, I need to do homework, but I'm currently in bed, I don't want to get out of bed. How about you say, I'm gonna lift my left leg. I'm gonna move myself and drag myself in that direction. Nothing more. I'm not gonna do a single step more, and I did that. Nothing else. I just move my leg in that direction. That's it. The thing is, that's so trivial and so silly and stupid. It really isn't. But you just think that it is. That you go a bit further. And you see yourself, oops. Wait, I'm out of bed. How did I end up here? I made it! Yay, I'm standing! Woo, great! But like, if you're standing, then keep going. It's just the first step that's the most difficult part. It's about taking momentum, and then momentum takes care of themselves, or of itself. And therefore, just the first step. Trim the first step down as small as possible, so that's trivial for you. That's silly, that's easy enough for you to take it. And then take that small step. See it leading to the next one, see that one leading to the next one, and so on. It's like a whole like line in one direction that you go in one direction. What's going on? Yeah, we're currently having a Procrastinate with me live stream. Talking all kinds of things. So what up, KW? How are you doing today? Nice to see you out there. How's life? You weren't on the study with me live stream, so you alright? Not busy right now, I suppose. It's all fine. It's all cool. Nice to see you out there. I simply cannot plan since uni. Fair enough. Yeah, uni does a lot to my mind. Hello, kind to pop in for a second. Let's go. Glad that you joined for a second. I know that you have exams going on, so don't you worry if you aren't around anymore. So I mean, you should still be around, but like on stream. I mean, makes sense? Cool. Please, thanks. I believe thinking about work just when you wake up would not be good. If you don't like the task of the day, yeah, I agree. Like, plus, I mean, okay, two things here. First of all, work should excite you. Like, theoretically, you should go wake up in the early morning and be like, yes, I need to work. Yes, I can study. Yes, I can go ahead and get out of bed and claim my life as the one that I want to live. That's the first thing. But I suppose 75% of human population, I don't have to remember, that was just a guess, a random guess. Don't have to. They just do it because they have to do it. They do it because why not? They do it because money needs to come in, because they want that degree or whatsoever. But it's not fun. So about that one thing, or an advice for that person who is struggling with that would be, make it fun. Make it playful. Give yourself some points, for example. Level up, rank up, have experience. And so it could work, really. Make it playful. And yeah, wait, and then I lost my point, the second point. Got it. The second point is also super important. And that would be, you're not on planet Earth. What's the meaning of life exactly? But you're not on planet Earth. At least I'm not on planet Earth. I'm not quite sure if you are, but I suppose you aren't either. To work. You're supposed to do your stuff and get things done, whatever you want to get done and so on. But there's more to life than just work. You can have fun, you can have a lay, and you can go ahead and chill for a second, take it easy on yourself. You don't need to rush just because of the sake of rushing, because it's great to be super successful and so on. That's not what you want to do. So, and even if it is what you want to do, take it easy on yourself. Live a little. And I'm not saying you only live once. Go do something stupid and go out there and, I don't know, I can't think of something stupid right now. But you can responsibly and actively still experience more. Like, for example, what would be something stupid is this, it would not be something stupid, and I don't want to call someone out right now, but somehow I do. Come on, why not? We'd be spending like 10 hours a day on Instagram, shorts, reels, whatever. Something that you don't remember, yeah? You just scroll past. And you have like a screen time of 10 hours. That's just... It doesn't lead you anywhere, does it? You're like happy in the moment, and then afterwards you're thinking, what the heck just happened? Where did the time go to? Why am I here? Why am I not doing something? So you regret it. And as soon as there's regret coming into play, it's definitely not the right path. So go ahead, live a little. Cool. Let's go! Woo! I'm hyped! But I try to think. Yeah, I'm a bit slow with the chat, sorry for that. Once again, it's quite difficult for me to read. Wait, actually. Oh god damn it, wait a second, does this work? I'm not kidding right now. Wait a second. Oh god damn it, it works. One sec, I can read this. But I try to think what's gonna be cool during the day. I don't know, maybe a webtoon update, or I even think if I get up now, I have 20 minutes extra time to play Nintendo. Yeah, right? Could be pretty cool, having 20 minutes extra time. Actually, do the calculation yourself. No, let's do it together, because we're on the stream. Yeah, keep this close, it's really helpful right now. One sec, I'll get a calculator because I'm so good at maths. We can actually do that in our heads, never mind, I already figured it out. So, 20 minutes a day, okay? 20 minutes a day, extra time, okay? Times 365. Quick maths. Okay, it's like 7,200, wait. Yeah, 7,200 and something. Whatever, 7,200. And now divide that by 16, you get that many hours a day. That many hours a year extra time. Or you think, hey yo, I've got this many days extra just by spending 20 minutes less every single day on something that you regret doing anyways. Just because of 20 minutes. 20 minutes make such a huge difference. Accumulated over time throughout the day doesn't make nothing. Like, I don't care, but over time, over a longer period of time, 20 minutes makes a huge difference. So claim your life as yours and become not just someone, the best version of yourself. Okay, that was a bit silly. Let's carry on. I need to read the chat again. Woo! Okay, this is too silly. Of course, someday, hell to wake up. I swear, it is, yeah, it's quite difficult, that's why you should do it. Bro, sometimes I turn my alarm off, and I didn't even know how. I wake up later, and I think to myself, what a wonderful. Why didn't an alarm go? it is quite true, yeah. It is quite true. Happens. And that's fine. Once again, it's fine. To the point that it's not fine. So if you have the time at hand, if you don't regret doing it, if you're super chill and really you got nothing to lose, I mean, why bothering getting out of bed? If you can't answer the question, why getting out of bed? Why bother getting out of bed? Then stay in bed. If you find an answer, go do that. Like, it's got comfortable with that. Why would you change the situation, right? Makes sense. I plan my day the night before. That's good. But me myself hold me back from taking actions. Yeah, it's always us. Like, and that's actually quite a like deep point right now that you made. That would be taking responsibility, not just like saying, "Hey, it's another person's fault and so on why I didn't achieve my goals." You make the responsibility to give another person time, another person control over your life. So take responsibility for yourself. Otherwise, and next time maybe don't hang out with that person while you're supposed to work, or supposed to study, or supposed to do whatever you're supposed to do, and then you end up with more time. That is also facts. That is also true. It's often not what we're doing, but maybe what we should be doing. Same here, by the way. I'm not perfect, so go you for making it for me again. Regret and embarrassing. Damn. You regret it. Damn. Once again, the regret part is a huge thing. You try planning the night before, the morning before. Or I think before what you gotta do. Don't do it the morning before. The morning before, like the morning before the actual day. Interesting. I need to ponder on that. This is quite fascinating. Academic achievements have simply become so important for everyone in society. It is because society made it important. That's also true. 100%. 100% agree with you there. Forgetting that we study to do something we like. Yeah, right. Sometimes it's just like trying to catch a grade, trying to be good at school, because it's cool to be good at school, to have good grades, to be in front of his class and sitting in front of, maybe it might not be cool, really, per se, but it's cool to achieve something, like good grades, and then go on to the next chapter in your life and be like, hey, yo, I've got this certificate, and they tell me I'm this good at these certain tasks, and, yeah, I mean, that says a lot about at least your work quality and being disciplined, or maybe not disciplined, but being a hard worker, and that's cool. That's what employers in particular want. They want hard workers. So yeah, that's my mind always says I have more time. Yeah, but I don't know. The more I waste, more work it's gonna be done later, but still a part of me is holding back. It's close a lot. Yeah, good idea, thank you very much again. I can get my phone up. It's such a good idea. Genius. I think to myself, that's actually again genius. Except for the part that don't have any internet connections. It's not the best to have a phone open on a stream and so on. I'm solely using it to read the chat, just to let you know. Okay. Except for the part. Oh, there we are. Perfect. World of Tanks. Okay, but here we are. Thanks a lot. Once again, genius. Then we study something to do something. We study to do something we like. My mind always says I have more time, but I know the more I waste, more the work is gonna be later. But still a part of me is holding me back. Yeah, it's the fear of action and the fear of knowing where it could lead you. You're scared of the next step. You're scared of the future. So forget about the future maybe for a second, throughout studying, throughout work, throughout doing what you're doing now. Just think about the moment. Like what is not like happening in 20 years or something, or like in 10 years, in 5 years, in 1 year. Think about now. Think about what you can do right now. Not to improve the future life. Screw the future life for a second. And I would never say that. But for you to work, for you to get to work, for you to do something, for you to be productive, live in the life you want to live eventually, so kind of like a side effect, go ahead and put in the work. Don't get held up by your own actions, by your own thoughts. Don't make mistakes that lead to eventual regret. It's important. Go you though, for detecting that. Once again, it's always important. Like the number, how everything starts is, or how self-improvement starts is by detecting that there's some form of error, some form of thing that you want, characteristic that you strive for, and that you don't have yet. And it's cool. It's cool. So once again, detecting the problem itself is a very important step on the whole path and journey to self-improvement. I don't know how we ended up at self-improvement, but here we are. I just wanted to talk about the planner really quick, man. My mind always says I have more time. Here we go. Take the photo for reading the chat, lady. Gotcha. Any interesting plans for the channel? Ooh, just in general? Yeah, totally. I'm down. Let's talk about the channel. There's a huge thing coming in the not so far future, actually. Probably will take me another 2 weeks to get fully up and running. It's not up and running, you know. It's not like creating a program or anything, like an app or something, or coding anything. So it's nothing is up and running. It's just there are changes to be made to the channel, and which is important and good. Don't worry, it's always good changes, and you have, if you're like really good at observing things, then you already have a clue what's going on. But you really need to be super good at that. So in other words, yes, there are big plans, not big plans, but like tiny plans, that lead to big impact, I think, when it comes to the channel. And for example, more people being on my own stream and so on, and for people to be more engaging, for people to be here, because I can't talk about the big costs, but yeah. So definitely. Then there would be the whole part. Exactly. Right? Yeah. Except for the part that I want to plan out vlogs. So that's something that I actually do have in mind. That is huge. Can you hear me, by the way, properly? Like, can you give me some feedback when it comes to the audio? Could you just tell me if everything is right, if the music in the background is too loud, if I'm just too quiet, and so on? That would be cool. And maybe I'll just make the music a bit quieter really quick. And I think to myself, man, I can't get that song out of my head now. Okay, that's better. I think. I'm not quite sure if it is. Perfect. Interesting plan for the channel. Yeah, 100%. But there will be vlogs coming on the second channel, not just someone. This is just someone. And then in the future there will be, or not in the future, but there's another channel, not just someone. Those two things, those two concepts are linked to one another, but they're also independent from one another. And not just someone will be way bigger than just someone. Which makes sense in your head, right, as well? Just based on like, what I'm talking about, the words just someone and not just someone. It's not just someone's jumping your eyes like, down. Crazy. That's at least fun. Hi, Jana. Nice to see you up there. How are you doing, John? The hardest thing is I've done so well in the past like 12 years and I've started to fall apart. I think this is test and I got to see how I'll do in a situation I've never seen before. try therapy. I'd like to give advice on my situation, so I don't really know anything. Alright, not man up, Baku then. The only thing I would advise you as a YouTube psychologist, if you Italian, is the best for these things. So, as a man who can speak with therapists, I'm sure you understand your human language. No, I just don't like talking with anyone. Yeah, then maybe that's the lesson to be learned. I'm not kidding. Maybe that itself is the lesson to be learned. Speaking to people, opening up, finding your voice. How about that? Finding your voice. Maybe that itself is the lesson. So maybe all the struggle is worth it just for the sake of you being able to speak up. Wouldn't that be cool? Like, imagine a life where you're able to communicate the deep and dark thoughts that you have. The darkest of them all. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, what do you call it? And don't man up. Be yourself, man. That's not be yourself. A man, just be yourself. That's what matters. Really, be yourself. And forget about the other part, but like, man up. And you're supposed to be this human being. You're supposed to be the one that you have in mind. Okay? The best version of yourself that you have in mind. That's who you're supposed to be. No one else. You don't need to open to people. Absolutely. Exactly. You don't have to. What you can do, like right now, for now, is to just solely speak. Just to be more open, more present, more there. You don't have to be 100% the most open, extroverted human being and want to talk to anyone and everyone. You can be the introverted human being who lies in bed all day and has their own thoughts and secrets, which she doesn't want to talk about. It's fine, as long as it doesn't destroy you. Then it's not fine. For yourself. But it starts with you. It's the only way to get all of this nonsense work. 1 year will change everything. That's what they always preach, right? They teach you instruments, how to recognize the problem, strategies to do. It's beautiful. But go maybe then search for a therapist. Sounds like a quite healthy thing. Go you, really. Yeah, nice. Good work, 100%. I understand behind it. The problem that you have in, like, for example, Germany is that it's quite difficult to get a therapist. First of all, pricey stuff, and secondly, or if it's being covered by insurance, not pricey of course, but if it's like out of your own pocket and super pricey, and if it's and they're super busy, so there are like tons of people who want to go to therapy, but there are just a certain amount of therapists there. So yeah, supply and demand kind of thing. It's to work. 1 year will change everything. I would like to dive into that. 1 year will change everything, because I think that's something that is, especially today in like modern society with technology and so on, quite a big thing, quite a cool thing. Like 6 months of your life can change your whole year. 3 months of your life can change your whole year. 1 year of your life can change your whole year. That's true. 100% is true. But the likelihood of that happening is very low. Very low. And we often forget about that. We're just like, hey look, I have work in front of me. I need to do this work. And when I get it done, I have claimed X in my life. I need to do Y for X. But if you can't enjoy Y, then how is X worth it? If you can't enjoy the struggle, the pain, the suffering that you need to endure, take the lessons out of it, fully grasp it, and then have X in your life, like, wouldn't that make you be super underprepared for what is happening next? Like, imagine you have conquered a huge step in your life, like achieved something big, but you did not take the lesson of this past step. But you've like, for example, have graduated achieved a new academic goal, live in a different country and whatsoever, but you did not take the lessons of the past with you, wouldn't that lead to you having two lessons to learn? First of all, the lesson of the past and the lesson of the new future, or the new present. Isn't that a lot? Isn't that quite overwhelming? So instead of like saying, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 year grinding my ass off and I'm absolutely super productive, wouldn't it be better to say, hey yo, I'm gonna take X amount of time, can be a year, and I'm gonna embrace every single second of it. I'm gonna try my best. If I'm going to fail, it's worth it because I've learned these amazing lessons out of it. And that's cool. That's what I want. You don't want the result. You don't want the goal. Eventually, of course, would be cool. But the goal is kind of a side effect. What you want is the journey. You want the whole picture. Does that make sense? Because it's a very, very important topic. Very important topic, and quite a big thing when it comes to goal setting. Here you go. Gee. Nice. Here you go, please protect me. Gosh, Gary. Oh my gosh. Alright then, fair enough. Fair enough, but know how powerful the gym is. Physical exercise is so goddamn important and so on. That's great. If you can find that form of happiness, and that maybe not form of happiness, but that form of lesson in the gym, and deal with it that way by diving more into pain. That's alright. Once again, as long as it doesn't destroy you, you end up being worse at the end. You should always improve. Screw that, what I just said. You should always improve. You should like physically improve as well as mentally, emotionally, and if you want to, for some of you, spiritually as well. You should always strive to be better than you were yesterday in every of those aspects. And that might be quite overwhelming itself, might be a huge task, so once again, break it down. Nice. Also, gym is cheaper than therapy. That is fair. That's fair. The good part about this gym is that you meet people. You can be there with your headphones on, of course, but you can ask another person, hey, can you spot me? Hey, can I have your boss? Can I don't know, like, do you need this like, again, do you need, like, which set are you in? Or on? You know? Have you done that before? I did. And with that, you engage with people, even if you don't like it. And you're so in your own zone, focused and like sweating, and it's difficult and annoying, and everything hurts, and gosh, I just want to go home. And you want to keep going at the same time because momentum and so on. You build up momentum. We talked about it earlier as well. And and then you're standing in front of someone who is maybe like super wise, and you ask them in like a super high voice as well, how many sets do you have left? And that person will ask him, yeah, I'm done, it's all yours. Isn't that a good feeling? Isn't that pretty cool? I mean, you know, it's pretty cool. Everyone who's been in the gym, it's pretty cool. Yes, I can work out. Woo! I don't need to wait. I can dive straight into my next set. It's pretty cool. Plus, what you've practiced is communication. You talk to someone, even if you didn't like it, because you didn't think about it maybe, just because you did not think about and overthought about, hey, should I talk to that person? Should I not talk to that person? Oh my gosh, how do I look like? Oh my gosh, is everything fine? What am I thinking about? Does the person know that I'm looking awkward? Does the person know that I'm looking at them? Gosh, what's going on? And then you're overthinking, and so on. You're just like in the gym. You're like, I want this because it's on the journey, like towards my fitness goal. I want it in my life. Like for example, you want that bar, 5 kilogram bar. I don't know, like maybe it's a bit heavier than that. Maybe not. And you want those 5 kilograms, and someone else used it, and you confront them, and because of that you grew. And I think those tiny successes is something that we often don't recognize. So go you. If you are recognizing it, if you are busy, if you are doing something, and despite the fact that you feel anxiety. That's courageous. Very good. Boom. Once again. You can hold Jim after that exam. Fair enough. Fair enough. Passing the exam, but will teach you how to enjoy the work in the exam. 100%. Like that. Yeah. Like that. It's pretty cool. After the exam, you're happy. Kind of what you said just now. By the way, KW. Like, I'm going to endure pain after the exam, till the exam's over. It makes it such a huge blockage in your head. Like, there's such a huge barrier, big barrier that you need to break through, which is the exam. You just like build it up and build it up and build it up. And then I've been a student. I've been a student for goddamn too long, and way too long. And yeah, you tell yourself this is big, and by telling yourself this is big, it actually gets big. But by saying, hey, this is just a step in my journey, it's just another step. It can be one of those baby steps, by the way, that we talked about earlier. Like, a big step for some people is a small step for another person. Also pretty cool. Should note that somewhere. Here you go. What's going on now? I like the pay, Marius. I like the pay. Fair enough. 148. Yeah. Okay. I thought I was the shortest. I'll focus for the next year. This exam. There is no fast. Back. Here you go. 148. Alright. Fair enough. What the hell is this? What up? What up? Talking in front of a camera. Hi. That's kind of what I'm always doing. But we're not studying today, we're just chatting. We're just like having deep conversations right now. This is so odd. Later on I probably will need to rewatch this live stream and be like, I need to see what kind of things I did, because what the heck are we even talking about? I don't know. But nice to see you, Moodbot, nice to see you. Here you go. By the way, I'm just height-wise here. First of all, you need to know two things when it comes to. You need to know my height. That would be let's just say 165, alright? I don't exactly know. Might be higher. I think 165. I'm not quite sure. So 165 centimeters. 1 meter 65. 5 feet. Something. 6, 7. I don't know. Something like that. And 5 feet 6, maybe 5, whatever, something like that. You can calculate that yourself somehow. And I'm a man. And those two things linked with one another in society, it's just not cool. Like, you can be a woman and small, and then you're a cute woman. But when you're a small man, you're first of all, you're being looked at as weak. Secondly, you're small, you're like tiny, you can be pushed around and so on. And I'm not saying that because I want like pity or anything. I want to be like, oh man, my life was difficult and so on. I don't want that. I want to tell you that I've had thoughts in my head of like, hey, I'm small. But also, now I'm thinking, I could not give a single damn F about how tall I am. Because this is who I am right now. This is who I am, like, will be for the rest of my life until I'm like old and shrink again, and which is fine again. This is who I am, and I can't change it. And because I can't change it, I accept it and I move on. Life is too meaningful to be held up by things they cannot control. So take care of the things that you can control. Like, for example, I don't know, what can you control? Like, for example, your academics and so on. Now you can control. And therefore, just block out the whole bit about how, hey, I'm this tall. It doesn't matter, really. The only person who cares about it might be you, might be other. Actually, there might be tons of other people who care about it. But as long as you don't care about other people, everything's fine. So stop caring about other people, and you're good. Nice. Let's go. You can also help, of course, in the translation. What's going on? It's a great YouTuber. I usually like always time, but really good, especially for study creators. Let's go. 555, right? Good. Marius, what topic are you studying in this period of the channel? Oh, interesting. That's an interesting question. In this period of the channel, what am I studying right now? I'm currently in the process of creating content. So, I suppose, actually doing multiple things. So first of all, I'm writing. That you know, I'm a fancy author, novelist, or actually, not yet, not fully quite yet. I have not published a book yet. I finished a book, but I have not published it. Big step in between. Huge. Need to also edit the book. Huge steps. Humongous steps. So that's one thing. Secondly, I'm taking care of social media stuff. And these study with me live streams are cool and chill and so on. I'm doing that. And that's relatively, except when the camera stops working, it's relatively chill. Like I don't need to do something. I need to sort out the thumbnail, which I've done before. And eventually I click on that, maybe change up the title. Usually I don't. And then just start the live stream. That's cool. Like there's some things, like for example, I need to think about the green book to use it once in a while, like with noting all your names for the next day and so on. And there's not much that I need to do for the study with me live streams itself, but I want to expand this channel beyond these study with me live streams. I think they can be extremely helpful, but if I want to, and that's now leading to the next point, if I want to make YouTube part of my business as a form of creating leads, as a form of some form of engage customers, build some form of community, build some form of anything for my future, for my life, I need to do more than study with live streams, because as you know, I've been streaming for 2.5 years. Some might not know about that. But I've been streaming for 2.5 years, started on sometime in October 2020, I think 11th or 21st, one of 2 days. And had the time of my life since then. It was pretty cool. I learned a lot, spent 1.5 years in the UK. Was all cool, it was pretty great. Not quite 1.5 years, whatever. But the thing is, I can't support myself financially from study with me live streams. That was proper Irish. Like I can't buy groceries with it or like go shopping with it, because the ad revenue that I'm making off these streams is so minuscule that that it doesn't matter. Let's just say that. Like I could in Germany at least, we have a system where you can buy, like when you buy a bottle of water. Yeah, I said that way. Bottle of water. Then you need to pay 25 pence more. Like for example, a bottle. It can be all kinds of bottles, yeah. But just like that example. Then you need to pay 25 pence more, cents more, whatever. And if you return, or when you return the bottle, you get that money back. And I would be better off collecting those goddamn bottles on the street than doing these study with me live streams. That's how much I'm earning. So in other words, I need to double down on business, on content creation and so on, just to make this reliable, so that there's some form of income coming in. Otherwise, this as a dream, which is one of my goals as well, this would not be possible. And I would like to make it possible. I would like to make it possible. This Irish came out, yeah, for a second there. God damn it. Can I become a mod? Nah, no, not right now. We got enough mods right now. Tree's online. We got Tree online, that's what matters right now. I can also help, of course, in translation. Yeah, short man vibes are harder than short woman vibes. Weirdly enough, and strangely enough, and not good in it's not good at all. Yeah, it's the way it is, sadly. Stupid society. I've been waiting since so long. Let's go. And here you go. Come on, then answer the question. Maybe to become a mod if not then just for that. Nah, I want to experience being a mod. I will answer you, and almost 100%. Alright, his Irish came out totally so. Yeah, sorry, but nah, not a chance. No, we got good moderators on this channel right now. They're very responsible human beings, and I trust them a lot, and therefore like that's cool. Like if I go on offline right now, and there would be a spam online, there's a moderator online that's gonna take care of that. And I know that's the case just because we've been talking for that long and so on. So there's some form of connection between me and all my moderators, and trust just in general. And I think that is currently not existing with you at the moment. But maybe in the future, my friend. Maybe in the future. It would be amazing to see the channel as a business, but also the community is the best. I agree. The community is so wholesome. This one. I'm not kidding. Like, in particular because we're like live for so goddamn many hours. Yeah, we're all on some form of journey together somewhere. It's so wholesome to be with you, to be here, to be streaming, to talk to you, and so on. Even though I'm currently just talking to my camera and currently just looking at the screen. I know, I'm aware of that. It's a bit odd, a bit awkward. But just, we're from all different kind of parts of planet Earth, and we're all doing different things in our lives. But one thing is for sure, we're going in one direction together. This direction might be academic success, it might be personal, private, business success, whatsoever. And I think this connection, this goal connects us. I said the wrong words, whatever. This goal connects us, and that makes it extremely beautiful. And that's why I like doing this study with Marius, and would like to keep doing this study with Marius, because I know that I'm goddamn helpful here on stream when it comes to your studies. I'm super productive when I'm on stream. I'm getting out of bed in the early morning, even if I'm once in a while too late, I'm aware of that. But I'm here, I'm there, I'm doing my thing, and that's why you're goddamn cool. And I think that's why, I suppose, I'm goddamn cool, because I'm helping you to achieve your success as well. Damn, confidence came out just there for a second. Don't destroy it, please, thank you. All haters, keep it in. Need this moment in my life. Here you go, favorite moderator, divided by nation, connected by goals. Yeah, exactly. Isn't that cool? I think it really is. I'm being sad. United by nation. Divided by nation, united by goals. Here we go. I would like to know who's gonna be there tomorrow for study with Marius. Who's gonna be productive and wants to claim their goals as theirs. Who wants to be on stream. And I'm gonna note your names because I didn't do that earlier. So one sec, I'll be right back. Yeah, I forgot the word, lol. Let's go. So I'll be right back. Right here. Just hope the camera won't stop working. Perfect. Because I'm gonna be there. Gonna do another stream tomorrow. On the 12th of June, as far as I'm aware. June. And did you like this? Would you say this was a productive and good study time or work time and overall time? Need to finish the course, so we'll be there. Let's go. Sounds like a plan. Same here. Are you live this time tomorrow? This time tomorrow, I don't know. I will be live in the super early morning, so you currently can't see the time on stream, but it is 5 p.m. right now, roughly 5 p.m. at my place. And in other words, I will be online tomorrow. Screw that, I will be online in 12 hours. Okay, so from your time right now, in 12 hours, I'm going to be live for another few hours. 10, most likely. Most likely. There you go. That's the plan. Nice. I need to finish the course, so Hacker is gonna be online. Let's go, Hacker. Nice. Let's go. KW, can we count on you? And if we can't, then don't you worry. What matters is for you to get your studies done, for you to be productive, and for you to achieve your academic success. Independent of me, but dependent on you. So many catchphrases. Gosh. Nice. Here we go. But that being said, we can also wrap it up for today. I don't know exactly how to do that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Whatever. We're gonna wrap it up for today. We see each other again very, very soon, once again, in actually less than 12 hours now. So everyone, in case you haven't subscribed already, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, and then you're on the right path. At least I encourage you to get on the right path every single time I'm online, which will be quite often in the next few weeks and months. So yeah, do I exercise? I do actually, yes. Welcome, by the way, welcome to the channel. I do exercise regularly. Currently, because I'm waking up so goddamn early, I'm slacking a tiny bit, but in general, yes, I'm super active. I'm also going on a walk just a tiny bit. It's not exercise in particular right now, but being active. Do you exercise? Same question as well to you. But see you all now tomorrow. Answer it there, or write it as a comment. If you have more questions, if you have more things to talk about and so on, about any topic, write it as a comment under this live stream. And as always, thank you for another day in paradise. Highly, truly, really appreciate you. And I genuinely enjoyed doing this. Thank you. That was cool. That was really cool. Can't promise you. That's fine. I'm gonna write you down, and I'm gonna check if you're online. And it's cool. All good. Thank you though for telling me. That's honesty. See ya, exactly. How did you learn English? Hey, for example, write that in comments, and we're gonna talk about that next time. We never give up, we rise again. I like that. See ya, all the best to you, alright? I'm gonna quickly need to move in that direction. Good luck everyone, goodbye, see ya. That was the wrong button. Lol. Alright, bye.